do what you want. And you were making it difficult because your weight was on the wrong side and you were forcing him off the spur off the leg.
Right.
Instead of making your weight on your right, on your correct side, so we can step underneath you with that hind leg.
Okay.
Stephen Peters says, if it doesn't seem simple, if it's not simple for the horse to do, you haven't set them up correctly. And he was teaching the short-listed riders for the Olympics. And so often he said it, that doesn't look simple, you're not set up correctly. So it's not simple to do the movement, you've got to fix your setup. So the horse can do it simple, so it's simple for the horse to do. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it does.
Right, so you've got to change the balance first. Can you do me a favour sometime?
You want that snap off?
Yes, yes, it needs it.
I can take the breastplate off if you want.
The breastplate's fine. Kind of long and dangerous, but it's fine. I've only ever had one bad fall cross country. And that was at a triple bar at prelims, and we were like cooking along pretty well. And my horse hooked his shoe in his breastplate.
So I need to shorten?
And I've seen, no I haven't seen, but I've heard of people getting their horse's foot hooked in their breastplate.
Okay.
So that underneath strap of their breastplate has to be pretty tight to be safe.
Okay, I'll redo it.
Okay.
Do you want it off now?
No, it's fine now.
Okay.
You're not jumping. But I have heard of horses getting their feet stuck in that breastplate. I got my shoes stuck in it. See that weight? Feel these hind leg coming underneath? Yeah. Right, you got to change your weight first, get the hind leg underneath, then he can be so much more flexible. Because we want to keep him balanced and improve his balance. What you were doing over there was forcing him off balance, so he doesn't like that. See, we want to improve his balance. Right, so you want to move your weight first so he can step underneath, then you can pivot around that inside hind leg. And I'd like to see him rounded before you even do that. I want him round and deep. There. Good, and I want you to be poking, pushing his nose forward as much as possible. Not dropping the contact. You ask him to flex, then you drop the contact. I want to flex, keep the contact, then push the nose out.
How do I do that?
So that, like that.
Okay.
Right? You feel, you really imagine you turn your reins into two bits of wood and you push his nose forward. It's a pushing feeling.
Two bits?
If you, there. And if you drop him, then he's going to put his head up when the reins are gone. If you push the hands forward and push the reins forward, as soon as you lose the contact, ask for the contact again. That's a subtle pushing feeling, not a dropping feeling. Now wait for your outside foot more. Get more lateral movement from behind. Wait for your outside foot more. Good. See that bigger step?
Yeah.
And then as he's stepping across, I want your whole butt to be carrying that saddle across. So you're really swinging sideways with him. Don't bend his neck too much. It's his body we need a lot of bend in, not his neck. Good. Did you feel that was a little bit too much?
Yeah.
You're falling off. You don't want to put him off balance.
Okay.
You want to keep him balanced and improve his balance, not do so much that he's off balance. He's trying hard for you.
Yes.
So you don't want to put him off balance. You don't want to scare him. Now think where your lower leg is. There, you want to pick up there. That's where you want it. You're going to be picking him up from below the widest point. The way your heel was, you're up at the widest point. So we want his back up every step of the way. So see how much lateral movement you can get, but have him do it happily. There. Right now, push the hindquarters over. Come over off the wall here. Go
Okay.
sideways. Then with your outside rein, slow the shoulders down and do a turn on the forehand while you're walking. Good. Now, you got to feel where the pressure is. You got 3 really good strides and you got worried. As soon as he gets worried, take the pressure off.
And so just release.
No, release your leg.
Release leg.
Release your leg. Stop asking for so much of your leg. No, see, you got to feel how much you can ask without getting him reactive. No, you're shoving that spur in there. You just use your leg to start off with. Try to use your, no spur. Just try with your leg. And it has to be, stop for a second. If your leg's there all the time, can it be effective?
No.
No. When can it be effective?
When it's activated.
Yeah. But when do you need to activate it?
In time. I mean, it depends on what movement I'm doing and where his inside leg, hind leg.
Yeah, it's the same time all the time.
Okay, so what's that then?
You know I don't answer questions. Right? When you're trying to slow the front feet down, at what point of the movement do you have to do something to slow the front foot down?
When the front foot, I catch the front foot, so I have to think it through. When it's up,
When it's up,
can I walk and do it? So
Yeah.
Okay.
and you're doing that, you went straight to the muscle. Stop. Where's your back legs going? Put your legs forward.
Okay, I'm doing it when it's down.
When it's down,
Well, when it's almost down, it's in between up and down, is when I want to do that.
what's the only time you can affect the length of stride of the front foot?
Only when you're,
Now, the front feet don't move like this. The front feet move like this. On the ground, off the ground, up in the air, on the ground. At what point there can you affect your length of stride?
can't you affect it when they're here?
When they're already up there?
Yeah.
Gravity and
Oh,
momentum is
but it's
pushing
more,
down.
yeah,
Right, they're already being shoved towards the ground, so you
right,
can't do anything.
so it's here,
As they're coming off the ground, you've got
Okay.
to catch it. To get
right,
it further up in the air.
okay,
So if you want them to step underneath themselves, what's the only time that you can ask with your leg that they can, and change your balance, that they have to step underneath themselves?
as they're coming here.
As they're coming up in the air.
Okay,
Right? If you're standing there, if you're there the whole time with your leg shoving into him the whole time, you're being ineffective 75% of the time.
because he can't answer the question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's different in the front leg, slightly. You
Okay.
have the leg there longer because you've got the whole step to move in sideways.
Okay,
Move sideways
Okay.
in that step. As soon as that hind leg's on the ground, you can put your weight over here to get this one across, but this leg here doesn't affect that outside leg, does it?
right,
Right? You can step out there with your outside foot to get that hind leg over. But when you want this one to step over, you've got to lighten here, and that's when you ask there, ask there, ask there.
Okay.
And you can still step out there every step from both legs. If you're stepping that outside foot or weighting your outside hip bone, that's going to affect both back legs, isn't it?
mm-hmm,
But the only time you enhance this hind leg stepping underneath is as it comes off the ground, as it goes up until it hits the ground. Once it's on the ground, you've got to take the pressure off here because you're asking him to do something he
He can't
can't
do.
physically do.
okay,
Yes, you still want to keep stepping over here again for that hind leg to be stepping over there, but you want to take the pressure off to ask him here. Otherwise, you're just annoying him because you're shoving the spur in there and he can't do anything. It's like, Mama, why are you shoving the spur in?
right,
Right? Ask, ask. And try to ask, ask. He doesn't respond, then yeah, maybe ask.
okay,
But try and get it with your leg, other than just like shoving that spur in there all the time.
okay,
Okay? Right up.
thank you.
Too much neck bend. Straighten his neck up more. You don't want him spinning his hindquarters because you're pulling his counterbalance around. Does that make sense? You'll get there.
Can I
Right.
just, even though I didn't make it all the way around, if he does two,
Yeah.
one step, okay.
Yeah, he's getting, before he was getting like 2 good steps and he started to get unbalanced.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
So make it easy for him to do the right thing and then take the pressure off. Then make it easy and take the pressure off. Then see if you can step a little more each time. There. There. Right? And if you go down with that inside hip, you block that leg and it has to come down quicker. So you've got to get that inside hip up out of the way and step into your outside foot. He's got to be round first. Don't bend his neck too much. I want his body moving, not spinning around because he pulled his head around and he's trying to balance around. Outside rein, more outside rein, less bend. Almost. Walk forward. Keep singing forward. Forward and sideways. Everything's forward and sideways. Oh, you're blocking somewhere. Tell him he's okay. Right, let's just step into your outside foot first. Step in your outside foot, again stepping underneath from your weight before you put your inside leg on. Good. 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 Now let him walk forward and give him a little break for a second from that. And slowly change direction and do it back the other way. Good. Step by step. Feel what he can do. Then keep enhancing it. Don't be making him do stuff. Good. Good. Right? Little bits gain trying until you how good he is. And he will try to do more and more and more for you. Good. Right? Now pick up a really slow trot and do the same in the trot. But start it always with your weight. Step more into that outside foot. Come off the side a little bit. Good. Step into the outside foot. There. Good. And be feeling and analyzing all the time. And be poking the nose all the time. Push his nose out and down. There. No, you dropped your rein. There. Right. You're going to give him the bit, and feel him taking the bit down. And as he's taking the bit down and out, then start to play with the lateral work. Right. Good. And don't feel that you're making him. Set it up and allow it to happen. Like every time, almost every time he puts his head up, you've dropped the bit and he's still looking for his bit. There. Right? Feel him want to take his head and neck down and out. But keep his withers up from your lower leg. Good. Poke his nose out a little bit more. Push the nose out and see what happens. Push